Reaching the gate, Ayaka and Mizuki flashed their bracelets to the guards, who waved them through while wishing them luck on the hunt. Being back outside the walls felt nice for Ayaka. Though they had been outside for a while, both inside and outside the wall, Ayaka thought the blue sky felt different. As they traveled on the main road, there was a slight feeling of danger, which likely caused a difference in the perception for her. At the same time, a feeling of freedom made her increase her pace. Once they were past the farms, the two of them concentrated to spot any of the monsters. Since they were primarily hunting for the grassland boars, the plan was to travel on the road, where the monsters were most likely to appear to attack travelers. Compared to in the morning, the road was devoid of people. With how large this area is, seeing other adventurers is hard, Mizuki thought out loud. I wonder how Tanaka, Kawa, and Masao are doing. Ayaka looked around as though hoping to spot their group members. I'm sure they're doing perfectly fine. It's possible that they rented out a larger cart instead of what we did. So, they're just continually hunting for the horned rabbits. They could also be trying to hunt for grassland boars, since there are 3 of them in the group. Breathing out, Mizuki said, Well, I guess we'll eventually see them once the sun goes down. After wondering about their group members, the 2 of them traveled in silence due to not much needing to be said between them. Such an atmosphere also helped them to concentrate on spotting any monsters. The 2 continued for what felt like significant amount of time, but was likely not even an hour. Turning her head back, Ayaka looked to barely even see the town behind them. When she looked forward, her eyes happened to catch movement off in the distance. Check it out! We just spotted our first adventurer. Ayaka grinned as she pointed to a lone figure that was making their way through the grassland. Since it was a single person, Ayaka guessed the person was hunting for horned rabbits. I couldn't imagine myself hunting for monsters by myself, Mizuki commented, sounding impressed. Giggling at her friend's words. What are you talking about? Right now, you could hunt horned rabbits with little difficulty. Ayaka shook her head. Rolling her eyes, Mizuki said, I know that, but starting out? You're probably right about that. Just starting out was slightly scary, considering I'd never done hunting before. I don't think anyone that I knew did hunting even as a hobby, Ayaka said. It made her think about how different the world was where they lived. Their country was peaceful to the degree that people didn't have to worry about food. Even if someone hit difficult times, the local and regional governments would take care of the citizens. With how nice it was, even her parents that weren't wealthy were able to afford the necessary things in order to raise her. Her father was the only one that needed to work while her mother would tend to matters at home. Compared to what she witnessed inside the town, her life had been significantly better. It made Ayaka appreciate the life she was able to live. The people living in the town had a much harder life, even having to hunt monsters in order to have food to eat. A snorting noise pulled her out of her thoughts. Did you hear that? Mizuki asked. Maneuvering the cart to the side of the road, Ayaka nodded. I think we found our first boar. Lowering the handle, Ayaka stepped out of the handle area. She then reached back to pull out her weapon. Turning her head slowly to pinpoint the sound of the monster, she quickly undid the string to the leather covering. Tossing the covering into the cart, Ayaka asked, Where do you think it's coming from? Mizuki had one hand on the sheath and the other on the hilt of a katana. I'm not sure. Do you want to let it come to us, or try to go towards it? hearing the sound of the snorting getting louder. Ayaka said, "I think it already has our scent."